Hey everybody, welcome to your Central Phoenix market update for the month of May. This is the overall update for the entirety of Central Phoenix. The area we will be discussing today is everything from Camelback all the way south to Lincoln and between I-17 and the 51. So a pretty large area, get a really good sample of what's going on. I love this particular update because the numbers are big. We get some real ideas of some trends, and let's get into it. First, we start with the number of active homes. You can see that this dipped some towards the beginning of April and has been steadily increasing ever since. It's definitely a sign that we've got more sellers that are wanting to hit the market than we do have buyers currently. For the number of listings pendings, we can see that this kind of peaked towards the end of March and has been gradually dropping ever since. No reason to freak out about these numbers. This is probably just a summer slowdown, but definitely are seeing some slow decreases. New listings, we're seeing this number gradually climb since the beginning of April. Despite some of the uncertainty that we have in the market, obviously there are sellers that are still wanting to move. Homes sold the last 30 days, we're starting to see this number trail off after a gradual climb over the last couple months. Again, I think this is probably summer slump numbers. Same story for the homes sold over the last 6 months. The number was climbing kind of throughout the spring and has leveled off. Just dropped just a tiny little bit over the last couple weeks. The average list price current, now this is where we're at today as far as listing prices for averages for Central Phoenix. You can see that this number has sort of gradually been dropping. Now that does not mean that we're seeing drops in prices just yet. All that means is where we're at as far as listings go. Average original list price, this is kind of a funky stat. This is simply where the listings, all the listings that have closed or have been listed over the last 6 months, where they originally hit the market at. So really all this tells us is confidence levels of sellers. As you can see here, the confidence level of sellers in Central Phoenix has not dropped off particularly. Did see a little bit of a drop in the last week or so. I wouldn't call that statistically significant just yet. Average price drop. This simply shows the gap between where sellers are listing and where they are ended up selling at. This number is gradually increasing. Now, this does not mean that prices are dropping just yet. Again, it just shows the gap between where sellers are at and where they're actually getting an offer at. Average sales price over the last 30 days, you can see that this number kind of peaked in the middle of March towards early April, and then dropped a little bit and has flattened out. We'll be keeping an eye on this number to see if this is a long-term trend or if this is just a little blip in the numbers due to a summer slowdown. Average close price over the last 6 months, you can see that this trend is still upward. It's pretty remarkable that it's upward at all. If you were to look at this same chart for a zip code in Buckeye or Queen Creek or Maricopa, you would see the exact opposite trend. The outer areas are definitely seeing some decreases in prices, and you can see that on the Cromford kind of valley-wide as well. Looks like, once again, the Central Phoenix market is going to hold its own, so far at least, in this market downturn. Average close price per square foot. I like this number just simply because it gives us an average. You know, Central Phoenix has a lot of huge homes and some small homes as well, condos, townhouses, kind of a real mix of housing types. This number gives us an overall average based on those different sizes. We have kind of seen some bouncing around of this number. Overall, I would call that an upward trend. Last, we have the average days on the market. This number was very concerning for us at the beginning of the year and early on in the spring. You can see that number, though, has been dropping in Central Phoenix over the last couple months. Good sign, means that we're absorbing some of this inventory. It's still higher than what we would like to see or what we've seen in over past years, but the fact that that number is dropping is a good thing. So the moral of the story, folks, is Central Phoenix is bucking the trend. If you're going to hear on the news that we're seeing price drops in the valley, that is not the case in Central Phoenix. Seems like every time we have a downturn, Central Phoenix kind of holds its own, and the rest of the market definitely does some wavy or some, has its ups and downs. If you're looking for a stable market that continues to increase in value when the market is a little bit unstable in the rest of the valley, this is the place to be. If you have any questions, you can drop a line in the comments, or you can call me at 480-694-7643. Like or subscribe. We do these updates every week. We have 3 neighborhoods that we watch: Willow, Coronado, and Garfield, as well as kind of the overall view of what's going on in Central Phoenix. Until next time, thanks.